Well, good morning. And Mark says this. The Pharisees came forward and began to argue with Jesus, seeking from him a sign from heaven to test him. He sighed from the depth of his spirit and said, "Oh, why does this generation seek a sign? I say to you, no sign will be given to this generation." He left them, got into the boat again, and went off to the other shore. The gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. They're looking for a miracle worker. They're looking for somebody who is going to amuse them, somebody who's going to make signs for them. Are they going to believe or not believe? They're not interested in that. They're first and foremost interested in Jesus, being a magician. I use that phrase a lot. That's the one thing you don't want to be, I think in his heart, is like, please don't think I'm a magician because I can do all those things. Because in the time of Christ, as in all time, there were probably charlatans and itinerant preachers and magicians and all kinds of crazy people. And Jesus didn't want to be any of those. And notice he gets into the boat and he leaves, looks at them and said, "This is an age that seeks a sign. It's not the way I work. Goodbye. Goodbye, guys. I'm going to the other shore. I am not falling victim to your desire that I simply stand here, looking like Harry Potter. Excuse the comparison." That wasn't who he was, and he didn't even want to hear about it. He left them. Lent is coming. You and I have a lot to kind of confess and make right in our lives. We never want to think that Jesus would look at us and say, "I'm getting into the boat and I'm leaving." We want him to walk side by side. And I know that he will. I know that he always will be forever. And we all need to have that confidence. But Lent is a time to kind of unburden ourselves of the things that Jesus might look at and say, "I'm not so sure I want to walk with you." Let's not ever have that happen. Let us use those 40 days to unburden ourselves, to be one with the Lord, to journey with Christ. Remember what I said? I am the way, the truth, and the life. I like that. That's the kind of guy I want to journey with. See you soon.
A reading from the second book of Samuel. All the tribes of Israel came to David in Hebron and said, "Here we are, your bone and your flesh. In days past, when Saul was our king, it was you who led the children of Israel out and brought them back. And the Lord said to you, 'You shall shepherd my people Israel and shall be commander of Israel.'" When all the elders of Israel came to David in Hebron, King David made an agreement with them there before the Lord, and they anointed him king of Israel. David was 30 years old when he became king, and he reigned for 40 years, 7 years and 6 months in Hebron over Judah, and 33 years in Jerusalem over Israel and Judah. Then the king and his men set out for Jerusalem against the Jebusites who inhabited the region. David was told, "You cannot enter here. The blind and the lame will drive you away," which was their way of saying, "David cannot enter here." But David did take the stronghold of Zion, which is the city of David. David grew steadily more powerful, for the Lord of hosts was with him. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. The responsorial psalm is, "My faithfulness and my mercy shall be with him." My faithfulness and my mercy shall be with him. Once you spoke in a vision, and to your faithful ones you said, "On a champion I have placed a crown, over the people I have set a youth." My faithfulness and my mercy shall be with him. I have found David my servant, and my holy oil I have anointed him, that my hand may be always with him, and that my arm may make him strong. My faithfulness and my mercy shall be with him. My faithfulness and my mercy shall be with him, and through my name shall his horn be exalted. I will set his hand upon the sea, his right hand upon the rivers. My faithfulness and my mercy shall be with him.